Hi, I'm Ren.
I'm Sam.
I'm Tosh,
And
we're the T Swift sisters.
Welcome back to the T Swift Sisters podcast, a Taylor Swift fan podcast for Swifties by Swifties. Today's bonus scoop is a very special deleted scene from last week's episode, which means that you're going to be listening to me and my sister Britt chat about the Eras Tour and TTPD. We hope you enjoy this super sweet, short, fun clip. Here's this week's Swift Scoop. Speaking of Eras and TTPD, and now I don't know if you've seen the videos or like seen any live streams, but now that TTPD is a part of the Eras tour, I know you personally have not attended an Eras show in person. You've seen the concert film, I'm sure, many a times. How does it make it different for you? Do you kind of wish that she adds the TTPD set into like the Eras concert film? Does it make you more hyped to try and get tickets for Miami? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I really like it. I saw, and they've taken it down already, but when the first Paris show happened, someone on YouTube was able to get the entire TTPD set, and they were sitting really close, and it was so good. Like, I felt like I was at the concert. And I loved it. I will say I had a different vision for her dress just because she has been doing a lot of those dresses that you like kind of put on and tear away.
Mm-hmm.
And in But Daddy I Love Him, she talks about like tendrils in her hair and stuff. So I just had this vision of like a cream colored dress similar to her Evermore one.
Okay.
And like, you know, like maybe like obviously she wears her hair the same the whole time, but like a braid would have been fun. But I do like the dress, and I like the thought that it was like maybe her wedding dress or like, you know, like that concept. And it is very beautiful. Like that's just literally just what I was picturing in my head. But I think the whole set is great. I love that she added it in there, and I love all the stuff that she does, like the crazy eyes on the screen. Obsessed. But I will say, because I know you guys were talking about it last week, how the stuff that like got taken out versus in, I think I kind of agree that a little more red could have been taken out. I think I would have liked that, and then kept the folklore and Evermore more, because I
kept them as separate eras, folklore era, Evermore era.
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like I wouldn't be disappointed regardless. Like, I think I've obviously watched the movie, and I'm super happy with it, and I know that I can go back and watch it whenever I want, and I will get tickets for October, and hopefully get to see the new set, and I think it will be super fun. Like, I can't imagine going to a Taylor Swift concert and being unhappy. Even if she was like, actually, today we're only singing one album, I would still be like, okay, yay. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, like when you said that like you wouldn't walk away disappointed, I was literally going to be like, who can walk away disappointed at a Taylor Swift concert? And like, I caveat that because last year when we attended in April, when I attended the Eras tour in April in Tampa, it was very much a completely different experience versus when I attended in August. Mind you, I was section 200 in Tampa, and we were floor in August. So that alone is like a completely different experience. They're just like, you know, first time ever on floor. It's just like nothing will ever be the same. But I remember like leaving Eras and being like, I'm so fulfilled, like my life is complete, but also being like, I don't know if this is my favorite Taylor concert. That's what I said in April. And I remember like, I'm so embarrassed by this, but I saw somebody that I went to high school with in the bathroom at a baseball game before I went to LA. And she was like, oh my God, you went to the Eras tour. How was it? And I was like, I loved it, but I just felt like it wasn't like the Taylor, like any other Taylor Swift show is what I was saying. Like it didn't, you know, it didn't meet that hype. And I think looking back on it now, after August, my mind was completely changed. I was like, okay, no. But knowing what we know now about when Taylor and Joe broke up, and my attendance in Tampa being her first show right after the breakup, and having the song I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, like I wonder if I felt that way because I could kind of like Taylor was giving that it wasn't her best performance, you know?
I could see that 100%. I mean, and like just heartbreak in general is so hard. It's like embarrassing to talk about, which is why I think we're obsessed with Taylor and like anyone is because she can verbalize it and sing it so beautifully. But just imagine how you would feel like in that breakup moment and then have to go and perform for millions of people and like with a smile, like she says, like bitch smile because
Yeah.
you have to. She can't just like, I mean, I guess she could go out there and be like, we broke up.
Yeah.
But that would be
no,
insane.
and like so many of the songs are like also written about like their love story and like the happiest moments of her life. And like we're all expecting her. Like we all just collectively found out this news and then we're all like expecting her to like the whole
Yeah.
time about like songs that she wrote about the person that she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with. And like I retracted that statement that like, you know, it wasn't my favorite show. Now I will tell you, like, I will go to my grave saying like it is the best concert that I've ever been to. But the energy was so different in August versus that April show. And I truly feel like it resonated, like what Taylor was feeling resonated with the crowd. Like you could just kind of tell there was something missing.
I think that that's completely fair. Like, I don't know. I think it's just a fair statement.
I think that when we get tickets to October, it's just going to be absolutely wild. Like Eras tour is truly like no other. And TTPD, honestly, like I love her. I love the set list. I love the songs. I love the outfit. I'm so hyped. I'm ready to go.
Me too. I really am. I'm there. I'm ready.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip, but that pretty much wraps up this week's episode of the T Swift Sisters podcast. Before we log off, please remember to follow our podcast on your favorite listening platform by clicking the plus button next to our show and give us a rating. Any rating helps, guys. Thank you so much. For those of you that continue to rate our shows, and if you haven't yet, please, 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 please give us a rating. Follow us on social media for live Taylor Swift news updates and so much more. If you're listening to this episode, head to our Instagram at T Swift Sisters for a super fun TTPD giveaway that we are doing with our favorite small Swiftie businesses. We've teamed up with them for some super fun Swiftie merch, as well as a TTPD vinyl that features the manuscript on it. So go ahead and check that out. Completely free to enter. And that way you get following us on our socials too. It's amazing. And follow us on TikTok at T Swift Sisters Pod or Twitter at T Swift Sisters. Thanks for savoring this week's Swift Scoop. We hope you've had your fill of all things Taylor Swift, and we will see you next week right here on the T Swift Sisters podcast. Bye.